Hi. Bow spring. This will be just an Alicia flow, starting in crouching cat. Hands as wide as the mat, feet as wide as your hips. Paws push down and out to the side, heels drag back, extend posterior chain, feel the glutes rise. Arms pushing fullness into the back of the heart, crown of the head reaches forward. Pulse through the center, hips back wide, ribs stretch forward. How much space can you create between the ribs and the hips, keeping full expansion, all sides of the rib cage. And find some stillness, externally rotate right hand just a little bit, twist cat left, toes to the left, knees to the left, hips sit back towards the heels, rise up through your left ribs, find a pulse, hips dragging back and wide, ear to shoulder, chin lifted, throat open. Reach left seed forward and long, allow the belly to bow, hips back, open belly, chin lifted, throat open. Single crown, left seed to the top of the head. Use this as a resistance to press more space, length into the throat, into the belly, hips back, belly opens left, chin lifted, reaching energy, back through center. Base strong, paws connected, sit the hips back and wide, reach the ribs forward. Find some stillness, externally rotate left hand, twist cat right, toes to the right, knees to the right, sit the hips towards the heel, rise up through your left ribs, find lightness in your left finger, your right fingertips. Hips back and wide, open belly, bows right, chin lifted, throat open. Reach right seed forward and long, big length extension through the whole right side. Hips keep pulsing back and wide, allow the belly to softly bow, open right, chin lifted, throat open, single crown. Seed to the top of the head, using this as a resistance to press more length into the throat, more length into the belly. Back through center. Pulse through the middle, hips back and wide, reach the ribs forward. Option stay with this, or option to find some cat burglar hops. Hopping forward, landing light. Hopping back, landing light. Arms push strong, eyes look forward, hopping with a 90-degree bend in the knee. Hopping with an open belly. And find some stillness, crouching cat. Set up the base, shoulders behind the wrists, pushing fullness into the back, hips rooted back wide behind you, paws pushing down and out to the side. Shift weight right, left leg out to the side, open leg. And drop right ear to right shoulder, rise up through left ribs, find lightness in your left fingertips. Right foot is a crouch foot, so hovered heel. Right knee hugs externally, hips widen towards the right, open belly, bows left. Little sticky pedal, pedaling like, I don't know, through cold honey, but I think even honey would be enough. One of my students pointed out it would be real hard with if it was just honey. And cold honey even harder. Hips back, open belly. One more full inhale. Exhale, find stillness. Eyes look forward. Left foot steps forward. Set up tribal lunge. Deep seat. Hips move wide to the left. Open belly lifts you up right. Little seaweed sway feels right. Glide your ribs side to side. Find some stillness. Side coil pose. Bend into the knees. Glide your hips back. Right, left seed to the inseam of left knee. Right arm reaches forward and long. Find expansion and extension through the whole right side, and then sweep hand back ecstasy. Dig, drag right paw back as you reach the elbow forward. And these two energies working in opposition. The dig, drag engages the back line of the right butt, right leg, as you reach the elbow forward and expand through the right side line, ribs, Head presses back into the hand, open the throat. Hips back wide, open the belly. One more pulse. 2 seeds forward, deep seat and arc over towards the left. Left hand lands and then slides out. Give yourself space, tripod pose. Ecstasy the right hand. Left ear to left shoulder, rise up through your ribs. Hips drop low, thighs pull back. Ear to shoulder, rise the ribs. In small revolutions, ear keeps connected to the shoulder. It's like you are blooming open. Hips drop low, thighs pull back. Paws keep connected, little dig drags, keep your hollows. One more pulse, open it up. And back through center. Rise back up, pivot feet to face the side. Horseshoe hold to the tops of the thighs, hips back and wide. Long open belly, light ribs, glide your legs side to side. First stop stays here, second stop pushes 2 seeds forward, finds fullness through the back. And then coming down, extend through your right leg, right hero ankle, dig drags heel back, big hollow in the knee. And then gliding to the other side. Extension through the left leg, hollow in the back of the knee, hero to ankle, dig drag back, side to side, chin lifted, throat open, hips back and wide behind you, trying not to lock out the knee, open belly. Back through center wherever you are. Deep seat, hips wide behind you, long belly, 2 domes touch light. Slide back to bright, arms push strong, eyes look forward. Find a couple frog hops. Really pushing the ground away, filling into the back, eyes look forward, big hops. Land back. Deep seat, hips wide behind you. Use them, pull back, open belly rises you up. And take a pause. And feel your vibration, big full inhale and deep exhale. And pivot your left toes forward, 2 seeds forward. We'll take a little spring into open leg, right seed connects to right knee. Little resist when they meet, hips move back wide, open the belly, left arm reaching far and long, chin lifted, throat open. Option stay or option catch behind the thigh. Pull the flesh up to narrow the knee downward and kick wave leg out to the side. Hips back, open belly, rising energy, flying energy. Rebend through the knee, release the bind, 2 seeds forward, cross right ankle over top of left thigh. Knee stays narrow, sit the hips back and wide, arms rise and then pump down to lift the ribs high. Place seeds to the tops of the thighs. First stop is a light seat. Second stop sits deeper, roots the hips back. One hand to the heel, one hand to the knee. Or if you like the shin hold, catching the shin and resisting your ribs forward. I'm going to add an opportunity for advancement. So right hand to right heel, left hand wraps around the back to catch the inside edge of your right thigh. Using this bind, gentle twist to the left side. Hips root back. Central channel stays long, crown rising, chin lifted, throat open. One more full inhale. 2 more full inhales, it feels good. Exhale, release your bind, cross right leg all the way over, phoenix kickstand. Knees squish forward, hips move back, push 2 seeds forward, inflate through the back, and then sweep the hands back into ecstasy, pulse through the center, hips sit back, wide, low, keep them tacked down as you rise through the middle, lift up, lengthen the belly, forearms to sky. Option here to take one hand behind your neck and support the space behind the neck. Big inhales rise you, exhales take you low, root you down. One more big expansion, lift up, lengthen. Cool, back to a neutral spine. Right leg back out to the side, connect right seed to right knee. Little resist when they meet, hips move wide behind, open the belly. Begin hinging at the hips, keep connect, resistance, seed to knee. Root your left femur back into the hip socket, extend through the back leg. Left dome meets the ground so light. And then the right arm cascades over to meet it. Keep connection, right dome to the ground, to the left side of your mat. Right left hand is going to creep underneath of you, in front of you, to catch your right ankle. Once it catches it, hero the ankle, root the hips back, bow your belly forward, rise up through your right ribs. These are super hard, so really root down your toes and take the evolution super slow. Hips back, belly forward, rising ribs. One more full inhale. Exhale, release the ankle. Two hands plant strong beside your left side mat. Push the ground away, little baby hops. Trying to take your hips behind the heart. Arms push the ground away. Eyes look forward. Land back. 2 feet to the mat, rise up. Take a pause. Big full inhale, deep exhale. Hands to the hips, little bend into the knees. Knees forward, hips back. Glide your ribs side to side. And then take your ribs for some circles. When I do this, I tend to activate digestion, so it's cool. And then circle the other direction. I'll find some stillness. Let's shift. Shift weight to the right. Hover left heel, dig paw forward, sends hips back, drag paw back, engages back line of the leg, left heel kicks your butt, heel press, reach right arm forward and long, and then catch the outside edge of your ankle. Left knee hugs in, hips root back wide, open belly, chin lifted. By hinging at the hips, we come down halfway or all the way. Your hamstring will tell you when. It's time to kick into the hand to lift back up. Root down through the right toes. Keep your left knee hugging in towards the midline instead of out to the side. Hips back wide, hinging at the hips, the torso moves as a unit. Next time you come down halfway, we'll hold. Embrace the feeling, graceful, controlled, release left ankle. Left knee hugs in, root right femur back into hip socket. 2 domes touch light. Slide back to bright, arms strong, eyes forward, hop side to side, hitch kicks. And painting a rainbow with your bum, the legs are just along for the ride. Glide the hips side to side. Next time, right foot lands down, hold. Step left foot across the mat, diagonal starter block. Hips back and wide, open belly lifts you up. So feet on railroad tracks, like a high lunge, except on the side. Hands to the hips, give them a little flip. Hands to the bum. Grab low, spread wide, lift up from behind and extend through the left leg. Keeping a pocket in the back of the knee, domes can meet the tops of the thighs. Root left femur back into hip socket. Rebend into your left knee. 2 seeds push forward. Shift the weight into the left foot. Pick up the right. Hinge at the hips, takes the torso forward. Extend right leg back behind you. Take the top of the foot down to the mat or floor. Drag the foot towards your knee to softly, slowly lower the knee down. Hips sit back wide, big arc over to the right, rise through left ribs. Hips sit back, plant your right hand down. 2 or 3 feet in line with the outside edge of your right knee. Ecstasy the left, ear to shoulder, rise through your ribs. Hips pull back and wide, open belly, bows forward and long, rising through left ribs. Option to catch wishbone. Left hand to right forearm, eyes look down to the ground as you spiral the ribs open. Hips keep pulling back, belly stays long, rise through your ribs. Option to stay in either ecstasy or wishbone, or option to play with taking the left hand, planting it in front of the right. Eyes look underneath to check out your left ankle. Shift the weight into the left hand, take your right hand in front of you to catch your left ankle. Pick up the foot here or the ankle, root the hips back, bow your belly forward, push the ground away with left hand and rise into the left ribs. Hips root back, open belly, bows, rising ribs. 1 more full inhale. Exhale, releasing gracefully. Right hand comes back, push up. 2 hands forward, crouching cat. Pulse through the center, hips back wide, ribs stretch forward. Externally rotate right hand, twist cat left. Toes left, knees left, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise through the ribs. Option, drop the right, pick up the left, 1 arm, 1 leg, side balance. Root right femur back into the hip socket. Belly stays long, open, rising through your left ribs. Option, stay here with left dome connect. Option, take seat to the front of the knee. Little resistance when they meet, hips move back wide. Maybe begin to spiral heart to sky. Keep ear connect. Resist seat to knee gently. Extend through your rooted leg. Root left, what is right femur into hip socket. 1 more full inhale. Exhale, releasing back down. Left hand lands on an external rotation. Left knee sweeps underneath of you. Revolve your kitty. Left foot steps along beside the right. Sit the hips towards the heel. Reach right seat long. Open the belly. Option, single crown. Resisting space into the belly, into the neck. Hips drop low. Thighs pull back. Peeling open. Blooming. 1 more pulse. Back through center. Paddle the heels, heart full. Externally rotate the left hand, twist cat right. Toes right, knees right, hips back, ear to shoulder, rise up through the ribs. Option to drop left, pick up right, 1 arm, 1 leg, side balance. Root left femur back into hip socket, send hips back wide left. Knee hugs in towards the belly, open the belly, rise up through the right ribs. And chin is lifted, throat is open. Option to stay with right dome connect or take seat to the front of the knee. Little resistance when they meet. Maybe stay or maybe play with revolving open heart to sky. Keep connect, ear to shoulder. Keep extending through your left leg as you revolve open, open, open. 1 more full inhale. Exhale back through center. Right hand lands the mat on an external rotation. Right knee sweeps underneath of you. Revolve your kitty. Sit the hips towards the heel. Reach left seat forward, long, towards the right hand corner of the mat. Hips drop low, thighs pull back. Belly bows and opens left as you rise and reach over right. Revolving open, option, single crown. Using a resistance to find more length in the belly, more length in the neck. Back through center. Strong push of the mat away. Find your roots. Base is strong, heart full, hips rooted back and wide. Shift weight to the left, right leg out to the side. Knee stays narrow in the side plane. Drop left ear to left shoulder, rise up through right ribs. Find lightness in your right fingertips. Left foot, crouch foot, hovered heel. Left knee hugging externally, hips moving wide left, open belly bowing right. Maybe a little sticky pedal, like you're pedaling through some cold honey. A resisted style pedal. One more little stoke. Find some stillness. Eyes look forward, right foot steps forward. Tribal lunge. Pivot left toes, top left hand corner of the mat. Deep seat, hips wide to the right. Open belly lifts you up left. Give yourself a hug. And have a little romantic dance. Glide your ribs side to side. Fire, fire, fire. Okay. Find some stillness. We'll set up side coil. Right foot forward, left foot angles up, top left hand corner of the mat. Bend into the knees and glide your hips back. Right seed connects inseam of right knee. Left arm reaches forward and long. Expand, get super stretch that whole left side, and then sweep hand back, ecstasy. Dig, drag left paw back as you reach the elbow forward. Two energies in opposition, dig, drag with the reach forward. Rising energy, hips root back, belly bows long and open. Rising through the ribs, head presses back into the hand, throat opens, belly opens. One more pulse. Reach, expand, and then two seeds, reach forward. Take a deep seat into your hips, arc over to the right, tripod pose. Right hand slides long, give yourself some space. Ecstasy, the left hand. Ear to shoulder, rise through your ribs. Hips drop low, thighs pull back. Ear to shoulder, rise ribs. Wall problems. Revolving open, keep the hips dropping low, thighs pulling back, toes connected. One more, open it up. Coming back through center. Whew. Side stance. Walk the feet in a little bit so it's not a super wide. We're more like this. If you've got some knee stuff, maybe just staying high or taking, so we'll do some squats. So option, go as low as you can. Go as low as supports the knees and your hips or whatever. If you have the capacity to go low, you can go low. So I'll show both. So it might just look like this, hips root back and then lifting up, resisting into the hands on the rise and on the decline. Or it might be going all the way down, deep seat, hips back wide. I allow my heels to rise so I can keep my butt back and then rising up. Keep the toes connected, belly long, resisting your head into your hands, up and down. If this is your capacity, hands release to the tops of the thighs. Right hand outside edge of left thigh. Left hand wraps around behind the back to catch the inside edge of your right thigh. Listen to my words, not my mirror in this case. Or whatever. Or you can be low. Same. Other side. Little helicopter works best for me. You can keep this nice and low, like so. You can rise it. Hips back wide, long torso, chin lifted, throat open. And then release. If you're low, rise up, pivot your right toes forward. 2 seeds, reach forward, take a little spring, open leg, left knee to seed. Little resist when they meet, hips move back wide, open your belly. Reach the left arm far and long, lift up the chin and fly. Standing like little spring. Option to stay here or option to catch behind the thigh. Pull the flesh up, narrow the knee, downward kick, wave leg out to the side. Reaching, lengthening, chin lifted, throat open. Big full breathing. One more full inhale here. Exhale, rebend through the knee. 2 seeds, push forward. Cross left ankle over top of right thigh. Cross ankle squat. Knee stays narrow while you sit the hips back and wide. Arms rise and then pump down to lift the ribs high. 2 seeds, meet the top of your thighs for a light seat. Hips behind the heart. Stay here, stage 1, or root hips back. Belly gets long, 1 seed to the knee, 1 seed to the heel. Or if you like to take the hands to the shin and resist the ribs forward, you can take that too. Level of advancement. Left hand to left heel. Right hand wraps around behind the back to catch the inside edge of your left thigh. A little twist to the right side. Hips root back, belly stays long. One more full inhale. Exhale, release your bind, cross left leg all the way over. Knees squish forward, hips move back. Push 2 seeds forward and then sweep the hands back. Ecstasy, elbows forward, head presses back into the hand. Knees squish forward, hips drag back. Keep the roots low as you rise, lift up, ribs up towards the sky. Option to take that hand behind the neck and support the back of the neck so that you may rise, lift, lengthen, take it back without squinching the neck. While you're back there, you could give yourself a massage, lifting, finding rise, fullness in the back of the heart, up and back. Okay, back to a neutral spine. Left knee back out to the side, connect seed to knee. Reach right arm forward and long. Begin hinging at the hips. Root right femur back. Keep resist seed to knee. Open belly as you take the right hand, dome down to the right side of the mat. And then a cascade like a waterfall, left dome meets in front of it. Take your eyes, look underneath, check out your ankle, and then take your right hand, cross in front of you to catch the left ankle. Hips root back, belly bows forward, rise up through your left ribs. Root down right toes, hips root back, knee hugs forward, open belly, rise ribs. Take one more full inhale. Exhale, release your ankle. 2 hands plant strong to the side of the mat. Arms push strong, eyes look forward, little hops. Trying to just shift the hips behind the heart or over the heart. Land down. 2 feet to the ground. Deep seat, hips back, rise up. Take a pause. Big full inhale and deep exhale. Okay. Shift weight to the left foot, hover right heel. Dig, drag, picks up the foot. Right heel kicks your butt. Left arm reaches forward. Little heel press connects back line of the leg and then catch the outside edge of the ankle. Hero ankle. Right knee hugs forward, hips move back wide, open belly. And then coming with me for some rebounds by hinging at the hips. We come down halfway or all the way and then kick into the hand to lift back up. So the torso moves as a unit versus the arm moving. We keep everything kind of like static except just using the hinge of the hips. Your hamstring tells you when. It's like, oh, okay, come back up. Next time you come down, whoa, 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 halfway. Hold here. With grace and control, release the ankle. Hug right knee in. Root left femur back. 2 domes. Touch light to the mat. Dome slide back to bright. Strong springy hand. Eyes forward. Push the ground away. Hop side to side. Hitch kicks. Just moving with your butt. Eyes keep looking forward. Pushing the ground away. Land light. Next time you land on your left foot, stay. Right foot steps across the mat, diagonal starter block, deep seat, hips wide back behind you, open belly lifts you up. And bring your hands to your hips. Give them a little flip, and then hands to the bum. Grab low, spread wide, lift up from behind and lengthen through your right leg. So rooting right femur back into hip socket, keep the pocket in the back of the knee, and then little domes to the tops of the thighs. Long belly, long central channel rising through crown. Root right femur back into hip socket. Okay, push 2 seeds forward. Shift weight into the right foot. Pick up the left. Hinge at the hips, takes the torso forward, extend the left leg back behind you. Take the top of the foot down to the mat and use it to drag towards the knee to slowly, softly lower the knee down. Cool. Sit hips back, big arc over to the left, rise up through your right ribs. Hips back, plant the left hand down. 2 or 3 feet and in line with the outside edge of your left knee. Right hand ecstasy, ear to shoulder rise through the ribs. Hips pulse back and wide, lifting up and arcing over. Head presses back into the hand, reaching. Option for wishbone, right hand to left forearm, eyes look down to the ground as you spiral the ribs open. Option to stay, or option to take your right hand in front of the left hand, plant it down and peek underneath, check out your right ankle. Shifting weight into the right hand, take your left hand underneath of you in front of you to catch your right ankle. Pick up the foot, hero the ankle, hips drag back wide, bow your belly forward, press strong, right hand into the mat to rise up into your right ribs. Hips root back. Belly bows forward, rise up through right ribs. One more big full inhale. A deep exhale, release the foot down. Hands plant strong. Tuck back toes, lift knees, crouching cat. Okay, couple of hops on the spot, take them if you want them. Big hops. Eyes look forward, arms pushing strong. Landing back into a crouching cat. Swivel the feet to the left. Lower your right hip down. Seated twist. Left dome in front of your heart. Chin lifted, throat open, belly long, hips behind the heart. Reach your right arm long. Lie onto your side, drape left leg over top of the right, shimmy the hips behind the heart. And then 2 seeds, reach towards the sky, heart to sky. Chin lifted, throat open. Back through center, 2 forearms forward. Use these forearms, push fullness into the back, lift the chin. Keep forearms strong to the mat. Keep back heart inflated. Tuck toes. Swivel feet. Option here, play with some forearm stand or headstand. So if your headstand, I like to take seed hands and connect them together like this. Elbows narrow like ecstasy arms. Nuzzle the head into your hands and then rise up from there. If you are forearm, you can also have the same variation. Sometimes it's helpful to take your forehead to your thumbs and use it to kick up and then press up from there. Hips behind the heart, forearms pressing strong. Long belly. Wherever you are, be there for a moment or two. If you're strong in this, you can take your hips for some little shifts side to side. Wherever you are, landing back. Hands plant strong, crouching cat. Swivel feet to the right, lower left hip down. Seated twist, hips behind the heart. Right dome ahead of you. Fullness in the back, lengthen the belly, chin lifted, throat open. Extend your left arm long, lie onto your side, and drape right leg over top of left. Two arms push up towards the sky, spiral heart to sky, chin lifted, throat open. Back through center, two forearms forward. Push fullness into the back. And chin lifted, throat open. Reach your left arm long, lie onto your side to lie onto your back, arms up to the sky. Roll onto your back and using your head, your hips, and your heart, shimmy your way back onto the mat. Catch your knees, freedom pose, little rock side to side. Chin up by the hands, little domes beside the ears, elbows up to the sky. Press the back of the head into the mat, lift up the chin. Knees in the air, 90 degree. Let's take some water wheels. So big circular extensions of the legs in unison. Less is more. I keep a strong hollow in my groins. I use a dragging energy back to invoke the of the belly. Switch your circle, other direction. And get your knees. Right ankle over top of left thigh. Allow for a twist to the left side. Left hand can catch right ankle, right hand chin up bar. Option to stay in a twist or option to search IT stretch. So If you extend right leg over towards the left, you can create a kickstand with your elbow on the ground and your hand resting to hold. You can also, if you have the extension, you can take your left hand to right foot, kick into it, hollows in the groins, extend, hips back, belly long, chin lifted, throat open. Back up through center. Other side, left ankle over top of right thigh. Twist to the right side. Right hand, if it's in your reach, to the left ankle. Left hand chin up bar, elbow to the sky. You can stay in this twist, or you can create a kickstand, extend IT. Or if it's in your reach, an extension, pad to paw. Kick wave leg out to the right side. Back up through center. Catch your knees, freedom pose, little rock side to side. And then as you're ready, you can extend your legs long. Take your hands to your bum, spread the cheeks, lie a little more lovely. Big bear hug, grabs for opposite shoulders, spread shoulders. Arms out to the side, palms up or down, you can decide. Press the back of the head into the mat, lift up the chin, open the throat. Big full inhale. Deep exhale. Let's it go. Allow yourself to be held by earth. Notice your vibration, notice your mood, your conversation. Can you source back to gratitude, back to the heart? Stay for as long as you can, finding softness, stillness, melting, be held. Thank you for practicing. I love you.